One, two, three. Welcome to Don't Tell My Spirit Guides.
The podcast your spirit guides probably warned you about.
Girl, and cheers.
Cheers. By the way, this is non-alcoholic. Okay, it's just for the vibes. It's just for the aesthetic. It's pretty good. Oh, okay. All right.
Little mocktail vibe.
So on today's episode, we want to talk about sex magic and the energy, and I think that this is a topic that I feel like more recently I've been hearing more about. Like, I feel like there's like even some people that like, they call it like the O method. It's the method of, can I say?
It's literally the O method.
Can I say the word orgasm?
We're gonna find out.
Yeah, I think it's what's the girl's name? High Priestess. I think she's the one that like I don't think she came up with the actual method, but I feel like she's the one that like shared it and named it that. But I do feel like it's something to talk about. So let's get into it.
Well,
It's perfect.
And you guys will finally actually hear us correctly because
We finally learned how to use the mics.
yeah, I realized I was doing it wrong this
Please
whole
bear
time.
with us, okay? We're new. We're trying.
We're learning. We're just bringing the vibes. The most
Okay.
important part.
Yes, that's what we're here for. We're just your besties on a weekly basis that, like to talk about all the embarrassing moments in their life and how they processed. Okay, so let's start off. So how do you feel about energy exchange through sex? What are your thoughts on the topic?
No, just kidding.
Don't choke. Girl.
Next question. No.
Girl, the next one's worse. So just answer the fucking question.
Okay. What's the question? How do I feel about energy exchange?
Yes.
Very real, and I think that people don't realize how real it is. Like, before I knew it, like, you don't even understand. You're just have this weird like attachment to this person, or like you're more open to like how they're feeling and their emotions.
Yes.
I mean, empaths already like have
Yeah.
that, but if you're not like that much empath, and you catch yourself like, well, you're moody. Okay, I feel like once you learn what energy exchange is, you start to see relationships differently.
Yeah.
And you start to be like, okay, I definitely don't want to let that person, obviously, it applies to even like outside of sex.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. And then you start to be like, I really don't want to be in that person's energy. I don't want their energy tapping into mine. 10-foot distance.
Yeah, no, you start feeling like what the other person is feeling. I think like, some people are very aware of it and stuff, and some people are maybe not so much. But it's like, I think that when you're having sex, there's definitely a lot of like really strong like energetic cords that you're now linking up with this person, and good luck trying to fucking sever them. This is why
wow.
10 years down the line you're still thinking about that motherfucker
Yeah.
that you say you're over.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that you're not over that person. That's not
You
what
just
I'm
have
saying.
those
But
lingering
there
energy
is that
attachments.
lingering
Yeah.
energy attachment that you haven't, fully disconnected from, especially like if it's someone that you're like having unprotected sex with. The way that I like to look at it is like, you have like your chakras like going this way, and they have theirs. I can actually during sex see the energy move, like
Oh my
flow,
God. Of
and
course
like
you can.
and
That's
sometimes I can
wild.
see their aura, and sometimes I unintentionally do sex magic. Sometimes I do it on purpose. That's why they're obsessed with me after.
Dude. Is she focused
To all my
on
exes
me?
that are still thinking about me, I'm sorry. Not
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say, though. Like, people are going to see this and be like, I wonder if she's having sex with me or she's just using me.
I'm definitely, the crazy part is like when men think that, when I've had conversations like, and I've like actually told men like, oh, you can use like your orgasm to like manifest, their ego automatically brings them to like, oh, she's thinking about me. She's thinking about me. And it's like, no, motherfucker. I'm thinking about me in the luxury car with a bag of money in the back seat. That's what I'm thinking about.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I am not thinking about you. I remember like with my ex, like I actually like would tell him like, I need to use for a minute because he was just there for participation
But
reasons.
like
he was just there for the moment.
I feel like when you're with somebody like long term, or at least you just have like that comfort with them, like you can be open with them and tell them it's not like really weird, especially know that
Yeah.
you're into those things,
For
that
sure.
you use it, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna say like the last time that we did shrooms, the last time that we did shrooms, it, you know, shrooms, it's a time. It's just a time.
I still need to have my shroom cherry pop because I
I
don't
know
know.
you do. We need to plan that. We do need to plan that. Yeah. But when you're with your partner and you're doing that, it's like a great time. But so this last time I was like, you know what? This is like the perfect opportunity to do the O method. Like, why not?
Yes.
Girl, like the freaking visions that I had, like when it was happening, when I was doing it, and I feel like your euphoric state lasts so much longer. It's like a long, like it's like ongoing, like the whole session. It's just like the whole session is like super euphoric.
Wait, so it lasts longer? Like it actually lasts longer?
It lasts longer. It does last. I feel like it lasts longer. But
So you
also,
got like a good 5 minutes to visualize.
no,
I love that.
but I feel like you can visualize. It's crazy because I feel like you can visualize almost like the whole time because the whole time feels euphoric.
Oh shit.
Like it's just a consistent like
Yeah.
goddamn, like it's crazy. At least
Yeah.
that's my experience, you know.
Yeah, I do think that in order for you to do the O method, whether you're doing it with a partner or whether you're just, having fun
yourself?
by yourself, having fun with your little pink taco. Like, I'm not judging.
taco, the
I mean,
rolls, whatever you prefer.
I do feel like you have to reach like flow state
Mm,
in order to actually like manifest.
yeah.
And like I can't even explain flow state, but like I almost feel like
I think every girl knows when they're in their flow
Yes.
state though. Like
yes,
you know.
you're either there or you're not.
Yeah.
If
And
you're
if you're-
overthinking, you're not there.
But yeah, you know when you're in flow state. It's undeniable. Like, and if you're thinking about like, damn, do I know? Then you've probably never been there.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
like
Because it's like so. It's unexplained. It's like you just know. Like
some girls haven't even experienced an orgasm. Like I thought it was a myth for a minute.
I feel like when you first start off, you're just doing it just to do it.
And then when I finally had one, I was like, wait, this actually happens? Like,
I feel like that comes with like learning yourself. Too.
yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, that happened on accident, but
It taught me.
well, now I know. So, have you ever used sex magic to manifest?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I told my man, the shrooms one was, I'm telling you, girl, that was my biggest moment.
Yeah.
And I told my man, like, this year, like this next year is going to be so different for us. And I told him, like, I can't explain to you, like, I saw it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I saw it. Like, I wasn't just like thinking the moment, visualizing like the manifestation. I was like, I
Yeah.
like felt it. I was there. We were living it. Like, it's happening. I was like, it's like, I have zero doubts in my mind.
That's what I mean, though. Like, once you enter flow state, when you're like,
Tapped in.
doing what you're doing, like once you're there, I feel like there is literally no lingering thoughts in your mind that are like limiting beliefs. Like you have no doubt, you have no fear in that moment, and that's why it works so well. Because I feel like, once you're there and like, you're putting that thing down, flipping it and reversing it, like you are not thinking about why you were stressed out this morning. You are not thinking about work. You're not thinking about that motherfucker that did you wrong.
No.
You are only like in that present moment and you can see it and you can feel it and you're like living it.
You know
like,
it exists.
Yeah.
There's like, you're not doubting it. You're just like, no, it's happening because I said so. Like,
Exactly. And I do think that that's why it works. I feel like I have used that method plenty, usually for money, 9 times out of 10. But I've also like, if I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm not gonna say any names because
oh my God.
but I've also used it in the past, long time ago. That's not who we are anymore. I've also used it to like, to bring someone back after no communication. And it fucking worked. It fucking worked instantly. I shouldn't have done that
You
because
shouldn't have done it, but
I
feel
did,
you.
but I did and it worked. use at your
It
own
does work.
risk.
It does
That's
work.
all I'm gonna
It's like,
say.
it's because you're it's so strong. You're like tapping straight into your subconscious, which is one of the hardest things to do. Which is why people are like, I don't get meditation and like meditation girl, and meditation is like hard to do and whatever. But it's because it's especially as girls, because I feel like our brains are always running on like 1,000 miles an hour, at 1,000 miles an hour, and men are kind of just like are more like the thought that's in front of them is what they're fucking thinking about.
Yeah.
So we're always like, just you're literally like 100 tabs open, so it's harder for us. But that's the easiest way to learn meditate, like literally meditation, because
Yeah.
it makes you say like, oh damn, this is possible. Like I can like shut my brain off and like think about these things that I really want. And then when you do that and it happens and it works,
Yeah.
you're like, oh.
You know what? I was thinking about this the other day. This is really interesting. I was making some ramen noodles. Hear me out. I'm going somewhere with this. I promise. I promise. I was making some ramen noodles, and I was thinking about because I was getting impatient because the fucking water was taking forever to boil, and I was like, damn, like I'm trying to eat my fucking noodles, like
I'm hungry.
right? But it's like when you think about it, if you stare at water, does it make it boil any faster?
No.
It doesn't, right? It's gonna boil at the same rate, but you know it's gonna boil.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna happen. So I feel like manifestation is kind of like that. It's like staring at a pot of water, waiting for it to boil. But it's like the longer you stare at it, like you're looking at the outside of the physical reality, like waiting for like shit to like pop off. But it's like that's not gonna make it pop off any faster. Like you being in the know that it's gonna happen, like that's all you need is like being grounded. Like if I would have just been like, you know what, let me go sit down for a cool little 2 minutes, watch some TV.
It would have happened before you knew it. Like, yeah.
I would have probably forgot and it would have burned.
Oh, it's coming over the pot.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, oh shit, my fireworks going off.
I burned my fucking maruchan. Like, goddamn.
Oh my
But
gosh.
the point is, like, you know, when you're looking for it, when you're like waiting for it to happen, you know, you're anxious like that, like it doesn't happen. You're actually creating more resistance versus when you're like chilling, like you're like.
So you're saying like, so what you're saying, like after you think your thoughts into reality, after you like think about your manifestations, like let it go.
Let it go. Come back to the present moment. Enjoy your day. Don't think about it. Like, you know, because it's like if you had that thing that you want, you wouldn't be obsessing over it. Think about something that you already have. Like, think about like, you know, the roof over your head. Think about the car you drive. These things that you already have. You know you have them because the physical reality shows you that you have them. So it's like, you're obviously not sitting here looking for it,
Like,
waiting for it to
damn, I
happen.
don't have a
Like,
car.
I wish I had a bag of chips. Yeah, you're not looking for it because you know it's there. You know you have it. So it's like you need to move, you know, walk, behave like the person that already has that thing that you want, you know?
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be crashing out if you had it already. So
It's like when they say like dress for the job you want, not the
Yeah.
one you have or whatever.
I know
It's
my
like,
coworkers are sick of, you know, hearing my little clickety clack down
She
the hall.
told me when
my,
she's like, I don't give a fuck
I don't
if
give
I'm
a
the
fuck.
only one in heels. I'm like, go ahead.
I am the only one in heels, and I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? I'm a firm believer that you should show up as your best version, as the version of yourself that you're trying to become every single day, you know? And like me going to work, I show up in a cute ass gym outfit, like still 10 out of 10. Like you
Well,
will
then
not catch me.
And then you
looking
going like
stupid.
ready or however makes you happy is like literally making you happy.
It makes me feel my best, and
Yeah.
I think that that's important.
You operate
know?
better that way.
You do. I think when you actually genuinely feel good about yourself, you are vibrating at a higher frequency. It's easier for you to track things.
You go out looking crazy, and when you go out like damn, like you just operate the whole day differently.
You notice too, and I'm not saying that I do this to attract any sort of attention because I don't, but you also notice that you do become more magnetic in general.
Yeah, it's like your aura, your
Because
vibe.
you feel
like,
good about yourself,
Yeah.
you know? It's
So
a
other people
ripple
are like,
effect.
the energy's just giving. Like,
Yes. I'm like, I see you staring at me. I'm gonna act like I didn't see that, but I saw it. It's okay. Let me see. Oh, this is a good one. Do you feel like this creates soul ties?
oh, yes. Well, that's what you
Absolutely.
touched on when we started, too. When you're still thinking about him, like
Yes.
10 years later, no, 100% it creates soul ties. You're locked in. And then letting go of that, if you don't hone in on like releasing, sometimes your body's just like, no, that's just going to be there.
It's a lot of work to like let go of it.
Yeah.
And then I think a lot of people can relate. I'm sure you could probably relate to, like, I think that this is something really normal that happens. You know, sometimes like not only will a person from your past that you had sex with will just randomly pop in your mind, but sometimes they'll pop in your dreams. And your dreams are not, people think dreams are just dreams, but you're actually entering into, you know, alternate realities and stuff. So they are showing up too on a subconscious level. They may not remember it or they may not have the same dream. Sometimes they can, but they will have like on a subconscious level some sort of like recollection of it. They'll probably like be thinking about you at the same time. So I feel like it's really difficult. So that's why, you know, years can pass and you're still
and it's
like,
still happening,
yeah,
and you're like, I haven't even thought of this person. And
Yeah.
Why now? It's annoying. So be super careful who you lay down with.
I saw somewhere that if you haven't had sex in like 1 or 2 years, then you can become a nun. And I'm like, I'm on my way.
They're gonna be like, we don't want you. Imagine I got rejected. I got rejected from being a nun.
But I do feel like not only hurt, but I also think like in my experience, like, you know, as someone that does like healing work, it is really difficult to sever those ties when you
Yeah.
had sex with someone. Because you can do cord cuttings and stuff. And like, you know, the thing is, you can cut an energetic cord, but that doesn't mean that the cord can't be reconnected.
Yeah.
A new one could be created.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's like it's like bitch, you thought.
Exactly. So don't be fucking around with strangers or with fucking bums and
Nobody.
shit. Yeah.
Your body is literally your temple, literally your sacred space.
Yeah.
Treat it as your sacred space. I know you want to have a good time. I know you want to have a good time. We all want to have a good time. But, you know,
Getting to know
Learn
yourself is
yourself.
important. It's very important, okay? If you guys don't know how to work yourselves, then you're not using the right toy or something.
if you don't know how to work yourself, like a man's not, what is
For
he going to do?
real.
Like, you know.
Okay, let's see. Can you sever these connections? I feel like kind of tapped into this a little.
If they want to be severed,
Yeah.
if they're willing to be severed.
But don't you think that maybe that also has a lot to do why people tend to go back to these relationships
hell
that
yeah.
are toxic and like, you know, they're obsessed over.
Yeah, that cord is gripping. gripping you tight.
And it's like, I think I'm gonna make a little challenge here, okay? For those of you that are obsessed with someone that you know is not good for you, make a list of things that you love about this person. In the present moment, I don't want to hear about when they were love bombing you in the beginning. In the present moment, okay?
Right now.
Things that you love about this person, like, you know what, he does this for me, she does that for me, blah, blah, blah. Make that list as short as long as you want. And then things that you don't like about them, okay? I promise you the one you don't like about them is going to be a lot longer.
What do I write? Do I love this person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that literally does happen. Good way to check yourself. It's obviously harder than that, partly because the energy ties, personal reasons. Consider by starting off not attaching yourself to bad people.
Yeah. And then for those of you who have a friend that's probably going through that, you know, I feel like at one point we were that dumb bitch.
Oh, hell
you know?
yeah. Oh, girl, more than once.
More than once. I feel like you should, honestly, as much as it kills you to see them go through it, like, just let them eat shit.
Well, and it's literally the hardest thing.
Yeah. Let them learn the hard way. Because it doesn't matter what advice you give. Like, they're going to do it anyway. They're going to do it for the plot. And it's okay.
Well, then sometimes aside from it being like the energy cords, like, gripping tightly, there's a lesson that has to be learned there that no matter how much you intervene, they have to learn that lesson.
Yeah.
Some building block to their life, you know. Me and her were ridiculously crying over men.
You fucking live and you learn. Yeah, I don't think that those types of things are things to be judged with because of that exchange of energy. Think about the human emotions that we all naturally go through on a day-to-day basis. Like, think about the people that struggle with anxiety, the people that struggle with depression. Like, you're having sex with these people, and next thing you know, you're feeling that way.
Yeah.
And you think that these emotions are yours to carry. Because I know I've had that happen. Or, like, I was chilling, I was fine, and then I was, like, spiraling, you know? And then every time I would sleep with this person, I would feel worse.
Yeah.
Wait, I think he was
You're
going
the
through
problem.
some shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, like, you don't realize, even if you're not an empath, once you know what's happening and what you're doing and you learn, like, about that exchange, you can see it happening and you understand it. You'll see it happening in your real life. Like, like, my man is super stressed and it's spilling into me because we together. Like,
This is why when people break up, they have like the afterglow, like the breakup, you know, like all of a
I
sudden.
dropped 30 pounds of fucking anger, stress, bad vibes.
I've seen it in myself after a breakup. Like all of a sudden, you look younger, you look hotter.
Like outside.
Back to the streets we go.
And cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I'm not, not me, but
Oh yeah, no, she's not for the streets.
in support of you.
I'm not for the streets either. Okay, to be clear. To be clear, okay.
To be clear.
My virginity already grew back. It resets after a year.
Anna. We're gonna be like, and Anna said.
I sure did. I said what I said.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, what was our closer? What are we closing with today? I have a good one.
Okay, what is it?
Okay, what if we close with a message card?
Ooh, yeah.
I think that'd be good. Okay.
That one doesn't count?
I usually do let them pop out, but I want us to like pull. So to close this off, we're gonna give you guys as a collective a little message, what you need to hear for the week, what are the vibes for the week. So Caitlin's gonna pull one and then I'll pull one. So
I want this one.
okay, what you got, girl? Time for play. Okay, so some of you might be getting a little naughty.
That's cute. That's cute.
Be safe. Be careful with your energy. Have good spiritual hygiene. That doesn't mean that you can't have a little,
fun.
like with the right person, like, girl.
For yourself.
Time to play could be time to play with your Okay, let's see. Busy bee. That could also be tied up to that. But what I'm getting as a download is that I feel like some of you guys might be trying to keep yourself distracted as a way of not addressing some of the things that we were talking about today. So I think that that's just a little reminder that suppression is not always the answer. And at the bottom of the deck, open your heart. I think this is all super lined up and very on topic. I think it's time to address what you need to address, have fun, enjoy yourself. You know,
Can y'all see this?
I think they can.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So that's it for today, guys. Up until next week. Don't tell your spirit guides.
Ready now. See you next time. That was good.